All right, check, check, check. Yeah. Although I don't know how you're going to log on. I don't know how you're going to log on, but okay. Well, good evening, Lakewood Volleyball fans. Here we are tonight at the inaugural home match of the 2021 volleyball season with your Lakewood Cougars going up against the Mount Baker Mountaineers coming down from Whatcom County. This is an on-league matchup. Even though both teams are in the Northwest Conference, Mount Baker is a 1A school, Lakewood is a 2A school, and so it is a non-league contest as Lakewood will only play against 2A schools. As you recall, last year, Lakewood was playing against mostly 3A and 4A competition, and so this will be a little bit, I don't want to call it a step down in class, but certainly a step down in classification, since I don't know what the Mountaineers are bringing to the table tonight. We're about 3 minutes, it looks like, away from the start as they're counting down on the score clock. We're going to use a static position. I hope that you figured out that we are starting at 6 o'clock tonight instead of the 7 that we had posted. We found out this afternoon late that the game was going to be a 6 o'clock start. We also, with the programming note, that we'll be having a 6 o'clock start tomorrow for the girls' soccer game. I imagine this is in a little bit of deference to Mount Baker and how far they have to travel, since they are coming from at least an hour or so to the north, and this gets them here a little bit earlier, and it gets them home a little bit earlier as this is a school night. The Cougars are returning almost every player last year from last year's squad. They didn't have a single senior on the squad last year, and we see a lot of familiar names from the team that played, I'd like to say last fall, but the reality is this group was playing together last February and a little bit into March with their season due to COVID. we'll see a lot of Kalia Greenman, Lydia Hotz, Avalon Kamir, Maddie Telschow, Natalie Kruger, and McKenna Slusher coming back from last year. Also joined by seniors McKenna Lampinen, Elizabeth Leo, and Rachel Wagon. There's one freshman on this year's team, Megan Omlid, as well as two sophomores out of the aforementioned Avalon Kamir and Gabriella Kinsland. You can see that they are taking their final warm-ups. Less than a minute to start before we're ready to get going tonight. Glad you're joining us on the Lakewood School District YouTube channel and or the Lakewood Facebook page, as we are also doing Facebook Live. From our technical engineer, Baldeep Singh, he says that we've got good picture and good volume. We're going to try to just make sure we focus on the game and keeping this wide angle and not try to bounce you in and out too much. And we'll be going from there. Scream is from the lower part of your screen on the left, the Mount Baker Mountaineers. The horn buzzer has sounded, and we're about to get this match underway. I am assuming, I've not seen Mount Baker play, nor have I heard anything about their program, but I would assume they're being led by two-year letterman outside hitter Trinity Anderson, who's a senior, and as well as a three-year letterman, Caitlin Vanderhorst, a 5'4" senior. They also have Haley Jimmy, 5'6" middle hitter, outside hitter, who's a junior that's also a three-year letter winner.
We would like to welcome the Mount Baker Mountaineers taking on our very
And now we're going to go to the floor for pregame introduction.
The Mount Baker Mountaineers come here under the direction of head coach Brittany Ross and is assisted by Melanie Laverne. Your Lakewood Cougars are under the direction of head coach Alyssa Kahn and assisted by Jackson Kahn and Elizabeth Daigle. The officials for tonight's game is Ken Fritz. He is registered with the WIAA, and their experience and integrity qualify them to administer the rules of the game. So fans, players, and coaches, please give them the respect that they deserve. Now for tonight's roster for the Mount Baker Mountaineers. Number 1, Trinity Anderson. Number 2, Grace Laverne. Number 3, Caitlin Vanderhorst. Number 4, Ari Seed. Number 5, Riley Ross. Number 7, Ashley Collinger. Number 8, Haley Jimmy. Number 11, Caitlin Rothenberg. Number 12, Tate Reardon. Number 13, Kiriana Kronk. Number 14, Lucy Hughes. And now for your Lakewood Cougars. Junior, number 3, Corrine Gray. Freshman, number 4, Katie Krieger. Sophomore, number 6, Paige McIntyre. Sophomore, number 9, Peyton Schultz. Sophomore, number 10, Avalon Carter. Freshman, number 11, Megan Holland. Sophomore, number 12, Bree Reagan. Senior, number 13, Natalie Krieger. Senior, number 16, Elizabeth Aleo. And now, if everyone could please rise, remove your hats, and join me for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let's play volleyball.
All right, so the match is going to begin tonight, and I already have to correct myself. So early season jitters, I guess. They're also not reading completely around the page. I might have failed my Wassel test. The 2- and 3-year lettermen that I was telling you about really aren't letter winners. They're actually GPA. So the people identified as 2-year letter winners or 3 letter winners actually have a 3.5 or a 3.8 GPA, not how many letters they have. I know I'm supposed to read around the page, and I did not do that. We're also going to struggle a little bit tonight with the names of the Cougar players, because the roster that I have is not the ones that the girls are actually wearing. For instance, I have Evelyn Coomer as number 11, and she's actually wearing number 10. And so we are going to have to figure it out as we go along. So I apologize in advance for any names that are miscalled because of the misnumbered on the uniforms. This is scheduled to be a 5-set match. It will be tournament scoring, not side-out scoring, so that means a point will be scored on every service, whereas side-out scoring is when a team has to serve in order to score a point. Referee is about to I'm not sure where the referee went off to. He's down checking the scorecard. Does not look like we have an assistant referee tonight. Sets, of course, go to 25 points, and we will try to maintain our terminology. Last year we learned that volleyball players, what we used to call games, are actually called sets, and we're going to stick with that terminology for tonight. So set number 1. Is about to get underway. We're going to get underway a little bit late tonight, scheduled for a 6 o'clock start. It looks like the first serve will be right around 6:11, maybe 6:12. Starters out there on the floor for Mount Baker, assuming their numbers are right. Number 12, Tate Reardon, a 6-foot middle hitter, senior. Number 2, Grace Laverne, a 5'6" setter who's a junior. And we'll pick up the rest of the starters as we go along. And Caitlin Rosenberg, a 5'8" senior, is there in the back. Number 5, Riley Ross, a 5'6" outside hitter. Number 1 is Trinity Anderson, 5'9" outside hitter, a senior. And the last number looks like number 8, and that would be Haley Jimmy, a 5'6" middle hitter, outside hitter as a junior. All right, the referee is ascending to his stand. We do not have an assistant referee in front of the scorer's table tonight. And here we go, Lakewood to serve. Outside with a little push. Dug up nicely, set. Back. Rally and under the net. That's a point for the Cougars. That's number 11, who I have in my program as, that's Natalie Krieger to serve now. number 13. To the outside, it's met at the net, but blocked, and it's out off the block. So point for Mount Baker, tying it up at 1-0. Grace Laverne serving for the Mountaineers, and that's off the hand of a deep defender, and it goes out. So 2-1 here, Mount Baker, early on in the first set. Grace Laverne to serve. And again, a deep serve, difficult to handle, and it lands on the Cougar side of the net for the point. Mount Baker serving 3-1 now, and that's an ace. 4-1 Mount Vernon. Grace Laverne having served now 4 straight points right here at the start, set 1 of the match. The Mountaineers in their black and red, the Cougars are in their maroon and gold. This time we return serve, and it's tipped at the net. Tady Reardon just got some fingertips to it, but wasn't enough to knock it back to the Cougars side of the net. And now the freshman, Megan Omlin, to serve. Deep serve off the hands of the defenders and out. Point for the Cougars. All right, 4-3. That's how quickly the game turns around. You get a side, what used to be a side out, then you score a point, 2 quick points, and that ball is hit long by the Mountaineers. Point for the Cougars. We're tied at 4. Meg Omlet, the freshman, in her first home match, brings the Cougars back to tie. And that ball can't be returned. Difficult by Riley Ross from Mount Baker. And the Cougs again take a 1-point lead here at 5-4. Deep serve this time. Mount Baker says let it go, but it's down for an ace. Point for the Cougars. Meg Omled is on a roll here. Middle set, attacks the block, but it's down, and that's Tady Reardon, the middle hitter, that hits it off the Cougar block, but the Cougars were not able to put it back over the net, so it's down on their side. Point for the Mountaineers. It's a free ball, so again set to the outside. Cross court, dug nicely. But just not able to get a set and a spike that time. And we're tied up here at 6. And that spike is hit long. Now Baker taking the lead in a seesaw battle here. Cougars with the first point, Mount Baker with the next 5, and now Cougars with the next 5. Now Mount Baker with the next 2. Or 3. And that's it to Allison. Come here. Doug coming back off the block, popped up, back to the Cougars, jousted over. Hit long, now it's going to the outside. Cougars at the block, popped up. It's off the net, off the block, and back over. Good rally here going. Spiking from the back row, and it's down. It's a great rally there by both teams. Lots of action at the net, and Mount Baker is finally able to get it down, take the 8-6 lead. That ball is called out by the lines judge in the back. The referee wants to have a conversation. It's on the far side. I couldn't tell whether it was in or out. It's very close. And the referee has overruled the line judge. Point to Mount Baker as they will lead 9-6. Trinity Anderson continues to serve to the middle, hit deep, but that is out. And this time the referee will not overrule the call.
Serving Page.
Cougars to serve. Going outside, and that time met at the net by Avalon Khmer, and it's knocked back. Cougar point. Avalon, the big 6'1" sophomore, got her debut in the varsity action in those 4 games last winter. Ball is hit down and spiked, and it's in. And now we have a substitution. Allison Cloninger, the libero, coming in wearing the red jersey as Tate Reardon goes out. Hard serve. Dug up nicely by the libero. And now looking for a spot on the open floor, popped up. And it's long. Nice dig by number 4, who we don't have on our roster, but we're going to get you that name. Nice dig, gets it up over the net. Mount Baker hits it long. Cougs now down 10-9 with Avalon Khmer to serve. The back set, dug nicely. Outside again. Cross court, she tips over the net. And just not able to get it back over the net. Subbing into the match now is Caitlin Vanderhorst, number 3, 5'4" senior. Listed as a setter, and she's going to serve, or listed as a server. DS on their roster means designated server. An ambitious attempt from the back row falls short, and Mount Baker grabs a 12-9 lead here in set 1. Good rally. And and it's in. And the referee overrules the line judge once again and calls it out. Deep serve. And just tapped over. And a call a carry. Cougar ball.
Serving number 4, Katie Krieger.
Natalie Krieger to serve. That's Katie Krieger to serve. Nice hard deep serve. It's over. 0. off the net. Popped up though. Now hit deep. And a set to the middle. And just not quite strong enough to get it over the net. Nice save. Oh, Elizabeth with a big spike knocked back at her. She got good contact on that one, but the block was there. And timeout Cougars. We are here in set one. It is 15-10. The Mount Baker Mountaineers have the lead. We're going to be back in 40 seconds. All right, so we're back here at Lakewood High School Gymnasium bringing you the Lakewood Cougars versus the Mount Baker Mountaineers. Lakewood got the first point of the game. Mount Baker had a little bit of a run in them, took the lead. Lakewood came storming back behind the servings of Megan Olmled, but Mount Baker has now answered that and taken a 15-10 lead. Now it's 15-11. We're going to have our first sub of the game. This will be Peyton Schultz coming into the game for Elizabeth Aleo. That ball is out, and Mount Baker will retain service. That serve was by Octavia Stinson, and now we're in the midst of a good rally. Cross court, and just not able to come up with that is Peyton Schultz. And that's a deep serve and not quite able to make a connection to the setter. And that continues. It's been Haley Jimmy, not Octavia Stinson, serving. That's number 8, not number 6. This time a much better pass. And that's a great hit by Trinity Anderson, dug nicely by the Cougars. It's off the block. And she answers, but she hits it into the net. So Trinity Anderson, the 5'9" outside hitter, hits a beautiful spike, dug by the Cougars, gets a second chance and puts it into the net.
Serving number 13, senior Natalie Krieger.
And this is Natalie Krieger this time. Serving, and it's into the net. So, point for Mount Baker. That gives them a 19-12 lead here in set number 1. That's hit into the net by Paige McIntyre. Floating serve this time. It's a short set. Now we got a back set. Off the net and dies at the feet of Katie Krieger. And that's a point. 21-12 now. Mount Baker leading. Deep serve and off the hands of Krieger. And that's a double-digit lead now for Mount Baker, 22-12. Nice hit that time, and out. That was Natalie Krieger getting that ball down. Point for the Cougars.
Serve number 11, Megan Omlin.
And now Megan Omlin will serve again. And a carry on Evelyn Kamir. 23-13 now. Mount Baker with the lead. Trinity Anderson to serve. And Evelyn Kamir hits that into the net. And we're at game point here in set number 1. And the serve is not able to be passed well and falls to the ground on the Cougar side of the net. That's 25-13. Set number 1 goes to Mount Baker. There's 3 minutes now in between sets, and we will be back in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So we're back here for set number 2. I was just talking to Athletic Director Matthew Blair and confirmed that The game time for tonight, moving from 7 to 6, and tomorrow night moving from 7 to 6 was as a courtesy to Mount Baker for their travel time and getting home at a decent hour. So we'll be coming to you tomorrow night on our same YouTube and Facebook channels at 6 o'clock. Girls soccer versus Mount Baker. This is Grace Laverne serving. And we do have our assistant referee now down here on the floor. So I'm not sure that will make any difference. The two calls that were overturned were both on the official side. And so pretty even match with that. And that was set to the outside. And Megan Omlid puts that down. Natalie Krieger to serve. And Avalon Kabir, the first time it came, touched it back towards the Mountaineers softly, and the second time it came, she decided to just put it down. Set to the outside, and the block is there. It's into the net. That was Caitlin Rosenberg trying to hit it through the double block of Kamir and Omlid, and it was sent back to her. Cougars take a 3-0 lead, and now a 4-0 lead as the serve goes off the hands of Haley Jimmy. Krieger with the serve, it goes a little confusion there. A little confusion in between the Cougars there. That was Omlid and Katie Krieger. That was Omlid and Paige McIntyre, but it doesn't matter. They were able to get it over and down. That's a 5-0 lead for the Cougars. And Natalie Krieger served that one into the net. Mount Baker gets the point and the service. And this is number 1, Trinity Anderson now. Cross-court set to Avalon Kabir. And they're going to call that a carry. No, yes, call that a carry. She tried to direct the ball down. Set outside to Avalon Kabir again, puts it cross court. Now it goes back set. Popped up nicely by Katie Krieger. And not quite hit over the net that time. 5-3 now, Cougars lead here in the second set, trailing 1-0. And that pass fell incomplete as the Mountaineers creep back to 5-4. And that set, and Paige McIntyre was unable to get that ball down over the net. And that serve is into the net. It was tied up at 5. Now it's 6-5 Cougars. Megan Omlid to serve. Good hard serve, set hit from the back row. And that was off the hands of Natalie Krieger. Out of bounds for the Mountaineers. And that will have the libero, Ashlyn Cloninger, serving. 6-6 tie, just underway here in set 2. Cougars trail 1-0 in this best-of-5 match. Alan Kamir, that looked like a double hit. He's going to call it a carry, and that's point for the Cougars. And now Paige McIntyre to serve. The floater sailed in, dug up, now hit from the back. Elizabeth Diallo was there at the net. It was just a little bit short of putting that back to the Mountaineers. Landed on the Cougar side of the floor. Sub into the game now, that's going to be number 3, Kristen Vanderhorst, the designated server. And sitting down is Caitlin Rosenberg, middle outside hitter. Avalon Kamir off the top of the block. Dug nicely, pushed into open territory. Avalon again tips it over. That time, Grace Laverne was able to get her left hand on it and put it over the hands of the outstretched block and have it drop softly to the floor. 8-7 Mount Baker. So a deep serve. The retreating Cougars passed it, but it ended up not being passed to anyone. And the ball falls to the floor one more time on the Cougars side of the net. 9-7 now, Mountaineers. Again, the deep serve not able to be handled by the Cougars. And that gives the Mountaineers a 10-7 lead. Again, another deep serve right onto the sideline. Just put over a free ball. Now it's to the middle hitter. Off the block. Ball's deflected off the block, and a couple of Cougars were there on the ground. Paige McIntyre and Megan Omelet, but they just couldn't pop it up enough for the Cougars to continue to make the play. 11-7. High floating serve this time. Set outside to Katie Kruger, and she hits that long. 12-7 now. Mount Baker on a 5-0 run here, and that's a timeout for the Cougars. So what we saw in the first set as well was right about the 6-6 mark, 5-5 mark. The Cougars and Mount Baker were tied, and Mount Baker went off and got a run. The Cougars were not able to stem the tide. They got 5-point lead, then they pushed it to 10, and finally were able to win by 12.
Thank you, Lakewood cheer squad. Looking good. Thank you, thank you.
All right, timeout's over. Now Baker's still to serve, the designated server, Caitlin Vanderhorst, who's now served 6 straight points for Mount Baker. She's hit them deep and she's hit them high floaters. Let's see what she chooses to do this time. Another little floater. It's going to go outside, but into the net. That was Caitlin Vanderhorst hitting it into the net. Actually, that was Grace Laverne hitting into the net, number 2, not number 3. Now into the game is number 4, Ari Sied. Avalon Khmer with the serve. And some confusion on the Mount Baker side. The ball drops free. So, 12-9 now. Hit right into the kitchen of the libero. Was not able to get a pass off. And another point for Avalon Khmer. She brings the Cougars back to within 2 now, 12-10. Floater that time off of Allison Cloninger again. Ashlyn Cloninger again. Ashlyn Cloninger. And it's another point. Avalon Khmer has now served 3 straight points. Oh, hits that one into the net. A little bit of a miss hit. So 13-11, Mount Baker retains a 2-point lead. And Riley Ross now to serve. It's a good pass, tapped over by Natalie Krieger. Coming back. Again, this time set up. Now hit deep by Katie Krieger. Mount Baker serving it. It's an overpass after the dig. Serve to the outside. But Natalie Krieger was there with the stuff block. Point for the Cougars. Call was questioned by the Mount Baker coach. The referee talked to the Mount Baker captain, talked to the line judge, gave the point to the Cougars. 13-12 now, and this will be Katie Krieger to serve. Trailing by 1 here in the second set. It's an overpass. Elizabeth Ayala puts it down into space. And the game is set is tied, 13-13 all. Katie Krieger with the dig. Serve well, dug it. Here we go. Middle hitter again. Katie Krieger again with the D. Elizabeth Ayala with the tip. Now it's coming back. Again, Katie Krieger with the pass. Oh, and they're going to call Natalie Krieger for a double hit. Nice little set series there for Katie Krieger with the good serve, a couple of digs, a couple of good passes. But in the end, it was Natalie Krieger with the double hit. And the point goes to Mount Baker. That's Megan Omlin with the spike. And tie game here at 14.
Serving number 16, Lakewood, Elizabeth Leo.
Elizabeth Leo now going to serve. Haley Jimmy coming back into the game, as is Tate Reardon. So 14-14 in the second set. Elizabeth Leo to serve, and it is wide. Point to the Mountaineers. Number 2, Grace Laverne with the serve. And the free ball is by Avalon Khmer. The set blocked at the net by Natalie Krieger. Trinity Anderson, the outside hitter, sent a hard spike over. Natalie Krieger was there. Mount Baker could not handle it. And point for the Cougars tie the game up 15-15. Hard serve is going to be a free ball. Outside, dug nicely. Avalon pops it up. And they're at the net. Putting it down. Big and Oakland. Ball came free to her side. She got up and touched it down. Cougars take the lead, 16-15. Timeout, Mountaineers.
I didn't play it.
So a nice little run here by the Cougars, getting back into the game with a 16-15 lead. Natalie Krieger to serve. Served outside, met at the block, middle hit, dug up nicely. Close to the side, but just a little bit to the outside. That was Paige McIntyre trying to place one on the line. Didn't quite get it, got a little bit too much of it, or didn't quite get it. And that serve is long, so the 16-16 tie didn't last long as that ball was served long. Cougars take the lead back now at 17-16. Seesaw fair here in the second set. Middle set, and the ball was hit down by Tate Reardon. And now Ashlyn Cloninger back in the game to serve and be the libero. 17-17 all here in the second set. Cougars trailing 1-0. And that ball was hit long by Caitlin Rosenberg. Point for the Cougars. And next up to serve for the Cougars is going to be Paige McIntyre. Paige McIntyre, a 5'4" sophomore. Oh, and that ball was blocked at the net by Evelyn Coomer. And the look on her face says it all. She was like, I'm not sure I did that. But yes, she did. (19-17). Oh, that ball hit Avalon Coomer right in the back of the head. Point for Mount Baker, 19-18. Back into the game now is designated server Caitlin Vanderhorst. And taking the seat is Caitlin Rosenberg. Last time Caitlin served 5 or 6 points. Mount Baker, I'm sure, is hoping that she can do that again. Oh, good dig there by Megan Omlid, but not quite enough for the pass to get to a teammate to continue the rally. 19-19 tie. Deep serve this time. Pushed over by Avalon Kumar. Dug by Megan Omlin. Natalie Krieger now puts it back in play. Free ball. Setting to the outside to Katie Krieger. Goes cross court and gets it down. Serving to the outside. Katie goes back cross court. Coming back into the game quickly is Caitlin Rosenberg for the server, Caitlin Vanderhorst. Avalon Career to serve, and it's long. So, 20-20 now, all tied up here in set number 2. Katie Krieger with the dink. It's able to be free. Now Katie Krieger puts it over deep. Free ball. Going cross court. The block is there. Oh! The block was there. But Riley Ross looks like she was able to just get it popped up. Or Haley Jimmy, maybe, number 8, not number 6, popped it up and just was able to pop it over. Tough luck for the Cougs. Natalie Krieger that time had a quick push over and then sent it to Katie Krieger. Didn't get it. Again, the push over. Katie Krieger with the hit. A good rally here. And point for the Cougars. Good rally that time. In the end, Mount Baker was unable to get the ball back over the net. 21-21 tie. And Katie Krieger to serve. Nice dig by Allison Career. Hit into the net and back. That's a point for the Cougs. Haley Jimmy couldn't get the ball over the net. Came right back at her, 22-21. Katie Krieger to serve. Jump serve a little too far. Oh! Peyton Schultz tried to send it back her way on the overplay pass. Didn't quite get it down. 22-22. And that ball is hit long. That's Tate Reardon hitting it long. We're tied. No, the Cougars now have taken a 23-22 lead here. And serving. Oh, served just a little bit too long. The ball went out, 23-23 tie. Peyton Schultz, just a little bit too much electricity to the slot car. Old people will know that reference as the ball goes out. So 23-23 tie. It's off the block. Spiking from the second row, dug nicely. And they're going to call that a double hit. 24-23 now, Mountaineers, and it's set point in a hotly contested game 2. On the serve, Katie Krieger was just not able to get her feet and hands underneath it. The ball goes out, 25-23. Mount Baker wins the set and takes a 2-0 lead here in the match. We have 3 minutes to go before the third game starts, and we'll be back in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Well, we're back here. We've got set number 3 about to begin here in Lakewood High School. Evelyn Kamir on the floor, Paige McIntyre, Megan Omlid, Katie Krieger, Natalie Krieger on the floor for the Cougars. Cougars serve, tapped over, popped up by Omlid, who hits it deep and long and down. Peyton Schultz is also one of the starters here in Game 3 for the Cougars. Natalie Krieger with the serve, leading 1-0. They try to tap it over. Megan Omlid made her there. Nice popped up. Avalon Kamir to Omlid into the block. And 1-1. Now we clear the ball and out. Serve was hit out. This is a good run now. Grace Laverne serving for Mount Baker as they take a 3-1 lead here in set number 3. Serve deep. Nice hand reached out by Natalie Teeger. And put over. And down. Point for the Cougars. Megan Omlid now to serve. Nice play to keep the ball alive. Cougars hit from the middle. Outside with a little floater. Now put up by the Cougars. Set outside to Katie Krieger. Had to readjust, does so, and is able to put it down. Cougs tie the game at 3, the set at 3. Hit from the back row. And that's Paige McIntyre hitting it just a little long. That's coming to the outside, set behind her, so she has to bump it over. Right outside to Katie Krieger. Just an out-balance hit by Tate Reardon. Was able to get the ball down. Not a quality set, but the senior middle hitter was able to do something with it and get the ball down. A little bit long outside. Oh, did that go outside the post? No. A lot of rallying, and finally Evelyn Kamir hits one down. Not able to be saved. And now they're going to have a conference. I think they're probably having a conversation about whether that one ball that Katie Krieger hit went around the pylon that was sticking up. And it looked from our angle that it certainly went on the outside of the pylon. The referee standing right under it didn't see it. The lines judge in the corner, I'm not sure what he saw or not. The referee put 2 thumbs up in the air, which I think means replay the point. So 5-3 still, Mount Baker leading in set 3 with a 2-0 lead here in the match. And that's an ace for Trinity Anderson. Ball was hit down and off the dig. Ball goes out of bounds. Lakewood serve. They creep back to 6-4.
Serving number 6, Lakewood, Paige McIntyre.
Paige McIntyre now to serve for the Cougs. And she hits it off of Tate Reardon's hands, and it goes out of bounds. Cougs crawl to within 1 at 6-5. Outside hitting cross court, Cougs dig it. Natalie Teeger to Katie Krieger. She goes cross court, not there, and that ball was just pushed over the top of Katie Krieger by Caitlin Rosenberg, and it's down, point for Mount Baker, who now lead 7-5. A spike cross court by Evelyn Curran. And that ball is down. Point for the Cougars. 7-6. And Evelyn Coomer to serve. Floats a long one. The line judge calls it in. And the referee wants to talk to her one more time. And he chooses not to overrule her this time. Point to the Cougars. Give Avalon the ace and tie the game match set at 7. Another one floated in, and that one definitely was in. Oh, and the referee overrules it. Wow, that one was more in than the last one. Well, a couple of interesting decisions here by the head referee as his prerogative. He's the one standing in the ladder in the chair. And it's 7-7. Elizabeth Vallejo back in the game, gets it down. Oh, they're able to just push it over the net. Katie Krieger. The middle hit just pushed over the net. Get outside, and this time it's blocked. And they call it 4 hits for Mount Baker. Point to the Cougars. Cougars take an 8-7 lead. Katie Krieger to serve. Ari Said coming into the game for Caitlin Vanderhorst.
Lakewood Girls. Lakewood Girls.
And the serve is in for Katie Krieger. Playing for the Cougs. Middle set. Nice dig by Katie Krieger. And then Natalie Krieger with the spinning move. One more time, Katie Krieger. It's a big serve in. Make that 11-8 now. Cougars. Subbing in now, back for the Mountaineers is Caitlin Rosenberg, coming in for Ari Said.
Lakewood Girls. Lakewood Girls.
Not sure quite what the issue is at the scorer's desk. The referee is trying to make sure that the right person is subbing in the right rotation, and he has some questions about the place that that this sub is taking place. So we'll reset it for you here. We're in set number 3. Mount Baker Mountaineers have won the first 2 sets. First game 25-23. Second game the first game 25-13. The second set was 25-23. And here the Cougars are leading in the game 11-8. And now the substitution is taking place. And once again, Katie Krieger is set to serve. She's had a good night serving tonight, and once more sends one in for the point. And now we have some more changes coming. Katie Krieger to serve again, and again she serves an ace off the hands of the Mountaineers, and that gives the Cougars a 5-point lead at 13-8. time they send it right back to the middle. Elizabeth DeLeo gets her hands on it. And Megan Omlin sends it back and in. 14-8 Cougars. Katie Krieger, a freshman, making her varsity home debut, is having herself a match serving the ball. And there's the announcer's jinx right there as we laud her performance serving the ball. She serves it into the net. 14-9 here in set 3. Cougars return the serve. This is an outside set. Dug by Katie Krieger. Elizabeth DeLeo hits it into the net. 14-10. Megan Omlin on the outside, another hit, beats her at the net, curls it over the net. Set outside to Megan Omlin again, who goes cross court, and it's down, and it's a point for the Cougars. Cougars have a 15-10 lead now. Elizabeth DeLeo to serve. Nice and deep. Free ball now coming across for the Cougars. And the set was just a little bit too close to the net, or didn't quite get over the net. And now we have Peyton Schultz coming back into the game for Elizabeth DeLeo. And back into the game is Tate Reardon for Mount Baker. And she's in for Lucy Hughes. (15-11) here in set number 3. Baker to serve. And that ball is off the hands of the just entered Peyton Schultz, and out of bounds, point for Mount Baker. Cross court, and it's dug by Peyton Schultz, but she just couldn't get it high enough for the Cougars to continue to play. Point for Mount Baker, 15-13. Short set to the middle. Paige McIntyre. Hit back at her. Now free ball across for Megan Omlin, but she hits it into the net. And Baker creeps closer, now trailing by 1 here, 15-14. Deep serve, overpass over the net. Baker's going to set it a little bit long, and it's blocked. They're unable to return it. Natalie Krieger right there with the block. 16-14 with Natalie Krieger to serve. Nice dig in the back by Katie Krieger. Good hit by Megan Omlin. Little block there. She is again, Katie Krieger. Evelyn Kabir gets it over to Paige McIntyre, coming back. Saved by Krieger, put over by Omlin. And Mount Baker's going to serve it short. Set it short to Tate Reardon, who puts it down. unable to get there on the dive was the Cougars defense. So Cougars lead by 1 here in set number 3, 16-15. Mount Baker to serve, and Lakewood calls a timeout. So we'll be back in 30 seconds with the rest of match set number 2 in this match against the Mount Baker Mountaineers. So we're back. Mount Baker to serve, trailing 16-15 here in set 3, and it's served into the net. Grace Laverne serves that one into the net. Cougars with a 2-point lead, and now serving for the Cougars. That was Meg Omelet. Cross court and out. 18-15, Cougar lead. Tips the tape. Back set, cross court, off Avalon Khmer, and out. Mount Baker ball, scores the point. 18-16 now. Trinity Anderson to serve for the Mountaineers. Katie Krieger just put that one right into the danger zone at the front of the net. Now Baker was able to put it down and not able to be dug. Now it's 18-17, Cougars by 1. Served outside to Katie Krieger, goes cross court, bit of a deflection. Katie Krieger to Natalie Krieger, back sets it to Avalon Khmer. Now we set it in the middle to Tate Reardon, who hits it into the net. Cougars ball. With a 19-17 lead, Cougars are going to serve. Paige McIntyre to serve. Pushed deep by the Mount Baker hitter, Caitlin Vanderhorst, and in 19-18, and now Ashlyn Cloninger is going to serve, the libero. Natalie Krieger to Avalon Khmer. She tried to touch it over the net. It was a little bit out of her reach. And into the net. Tie score, 19-19. Katie Krieger just hits it down the middle. It's dug up and now off of Natalie Krieger and out. Mount Baker takes a 20-19 lead, and this is their first lead since 7-6. Timeout. Cougars will be back in 30 seconds. And still 10 seconds left before the timeout is up. Both teams are back on the floor. Here we are, resetting the match for you. Mount Baker's won the first two sets, 25-23 and 25-13. Now they are leading in the third set, 20-19, after the Cougars have led most of the way. Allison Cloninger to serve, and she hits it out. And it's 20-20. Avalon come here to serve now for the Cougars. And she hits it into the net. Point for the Mountaineers. And now we have Caitlin Vanderhorst, the designated server, coming into the game to serve, number 3. She has been very successful tonight, having had a couple of runs of 4 or 5 points that she's served. It's the long high floater. Topped up, Natalie Krieger. Last time she tried that, she was able to get it down. This time she puts it into the net, and it's 22-20. Mount Baker with the lead. Natalie Krieger sits to Katie Krieger. And topped over, Natalie Krieger picks it up. Elizabeth Diallo hits it off the net. But it falls to the ground on the Cougar side of the net. 23-20 now. Mount Baker with the lead. Katie Krieger goes cross court, dug nicely. This time she hits a free ball, set to the middle. Dug by Avalon Khmer, Natalie Krieger gets it, Katie Krieger puts it over the net. Ashlyn Cloninger that time on her set. It hit the curtain in the center of the gym, which is in play. And it came down, and the Mount Baker player hit it into the net. 23-21, Katie Krieger to serve. And she hits it into the net. It looked like she may have rushed that a little bit. 24-21, Mount Baker now. This is set point, this is match point. Ball is out, and they're calling it Cougar point. Elizabeth DeLeo to serve, trailing 24-22. Rocket serve popped up in the air, and Grace Laverne was able to just push it over the net into the middle of the Cougar defense, where it fell for a point. And that will be the match, 25-22. So Mount Baker in straight sets takes the match from the Cougars, winning the first set 25-13, the second set 25-23, and the third set 25-22. You can see the young Cougars grow and get their feet underneath them, play much more confidently as the match rolled on. Some girls are getting their first experience here at home. Many and most of the girls that are on the varsity this year are actually playing their first game in front of fans. Because remember, last February, we didn't have fans here in our home matches. So that's here from Lakewood. We are going to be back with you tomorrow from Dick Cardinal Stadium for the girls' soccer game against Mount Vernon. Remember, we have a 6 o'clock start time. Anytime we set up a game, you can get a notification by subscribing to our YouTube channel or liking us on Facebook. And when we get these games scheduled, or like today, when we change the time, you'll get that notification. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast tonight from Lakewood High School. Have a good evening, everybody.